Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever been stuck on the side of the road needing assistance because you're not sure on how to change a tire? Well, today I'm here to assist you by listing some basic steps. First, when you discover that your tire has become flat, you'll want to pull off onto the shoulder of the road, making sure that you are far enough away from traffic. Also, make sure that this ground is level, that way your car does not roll down the hill. Now, once you have pulled off into a safe area, before exiting the vehicle, make sure there is no car coming, that way you are not injured. Now you want to find the location of your jacks and tire irons. This may be different for every vehicle, so if you are unsure, use your owner's manual in order to find this. Now, you'll want to place something sturdy and secure up underneath the tires to prevent it from rolling. Although you may be on level surface, the car still may have a tendency to shift whenever jacking up the vehicle. Using materials such as rocks or large enough sticks will help support the tires. Now that you have all your materials where you need them, place your jack in place, that way you can start loosening the lugs. Don't jack up the car all the way before you loosen the lugs all the way. You'll want enough tension of the tire on the ground in order to help you loosen the lugs. Now you're able to lift up your car even more. Make sure it gives you enough space to place on the new tire. Now remove the lugs. Whenever you're done removing them, make sure that you place them all in one similar location, that way nothing is lost in this process. Now that you've removed all the lugs, it is time to remove the tire. Be very careful when removing the tire. Try and not remove it from the back. Use a squatting position if needed. That way you do not cause any injury to yourself. Once you've removed the tire, place it off to the side, that way it is no longer in your way. Now you'll want to get the spare tire. Take your spare tire and roll it over until it's time to lift. This also helps from preventing injuries. Now, whenever matching up the tire, you want to make sure the holes match up. So whenever you put the new tire on, it'll be easy and you won't have to fight it in the air as much. So put your spare on, and now you can start to add the lugs back. When adding the lugs back, make sure you do this in a crisscross pattern. That way one side of the tire is not any more tighter than the other. Although you want them to be tight, you don't want to tighten them all the way quite yet. Next, you'll want to lower your jack down to where your tire is back on the ground. That way you'll have enough tension on your lugs. Take your tire iron and firmly tighten the rest of your lugs. Now you can let the jack all the way down. But be careful in this process, that way that you are not facing the lugs, because sometimes they may fly off and cause injury. Now that your tire is all the way on the ground, make sure you have tightened this once again. If it's for multiple tires, continue this process for each one. Now collect up all your materials and place them firmly back into the position which they came from. Now that this is done, you'll want to clean up a little bit, because think of all the nasty things that a tire has touched. Once you're clean, you're free and you can go about your day. And this, I hope, has helped you learn how to change a tire. Okay, so this is my audience. This is my dad, my grandfather, my grandmother, my mother over here in the corner, and my husband. Thank you for listening, everyone, and I hope you have a good rest of your night.